we actually were into electro house when Josh and I first started, but then I don't know. We got into more like deep, funky music because I feel like it has a little bit more depth to it.
A lot more soul.
Yeah. That's when I met Andrew, and he always was into music, and then went to school for it in San Francisco, which he blew up the spot out there. So now he's out here to kind of spread the knowledge. And
we're trying to, kind of go some old school directions with it, some new school directions with it. Just trying to bring forth like a more soulful, human vibe to the organic vibe to the whole spectrum.
There's some cool labels out there like Simplify Recordings or Dirty Bird Records. That's my favorite because they play like super funky house, super deep, just good music. And it's like a tight-knit group of guys, that a couple brothers, a roommate of one of the guys, and so that's kind of like the same vibe we had out here. And that kind of pushed me to go towards that echelon of record label. We have the down-tempo side and our house side. Andrew makes more purpley bass, which is, as he says, yeah.
It's very melodic, lush bass music with some kind of crunk, hip-hoppy vibe to it, but still keeping it as melodic as possible and something that people can groove to, not really in your face. It's still smooth and deep, much like the house music that we've been writing. Started back in high school, so I'd probably say 4 or 5 years now. Started in hip-hop, underground hip-hop with an MPC, and just led into Ableton and just haven't really stopped since. Went to school in San Francisco for it and met these guys along the way.
And yeah, we
started about like 18.
Yeah, so 3 years ago, around 3 years ago. We started producing right at the same time we started DJing because my sister's friends that are older than, about 10 years older than us, kind of showed us the ropes, and then they were telling us, oh yeah, you have to get Ableton and this program and this to start making your own music, and so we started doing that, and I don't know. The funky tracks that we have on there, that's Kitchen Cuts, Myco, J Biotic, those three, I don't know. I pair them as my favorite track.
I think people are gonna try to play out more like live production or just like use the APC 40 or something like that instead of DJing as much, because like I feel like that's getting oversaturated now, and so people are gonna try to find more unique ways to get attention so they can be more successful instead of being like caught up in this oversaturated stage.
Well, we just had a release party for the compilation last week, and that was like a soft release, and we're going to have our official release within the next week or so, and that'll be going out on various websites, but we'll also be selling it directly from our website with stems if you want to purchase that on the side, so it's more directly from the artist. Definitely, we want to do our compilation to get all of our artists out there at once, because it's basically a track from every single collaboration or solo artist that we have. Josh and I were at a friend's house, one of our older friends, and he had a collection of Global Underground CDs, and those are like DJ mixtapes, but like on CDs, and it's about 2 hours, and those are awesome. Some of the best DJs in the world. And yeah, that happened in the 90s, and then it kind of just sputtered out, but Andrew came up with the idea to name it Galactic Underground because it's kind of like bringing back that old essence. It's not a mixtape, it's more of just, an album with tracks, but it kind of has that same vibe of what we're trying to go for. And obviously it's like a new style a decade or so later, so we wanted to bring like a galactic sense to it. We like the cosmic stuff for sure.
Yeah, for sure.